Hey, and welcome back to the Instant Fame. If you've been anywhere online recently, you've likely seen the whirlwind surrounding Taylor Swift following Super Bowl LX. The headlines are shouting, the forums are buzzing, and a specific set of photos seems to be at the center of a digital firestorm. But what's the real story behind the noise? Today, we're cutting through the chaos to separate the manufactured scandal from the moment of human reality and to examine what this entire situation says about fame, privacy, and the world we consume media in today. This isn't just about a photo, it's about a phenomenon. The context is everything. The Super Bowl is more than a game. It's a cultural black hole that pulls everything into its orbit: sports, music, advertising, and celebrity. Taylor Swift, already a constant subject of global fascination, was at the absolute epicenter of this event. Her presence there was a storyline in itself, and every camera, from the professional networks to the fan in the stands, was focused on her every reaction. In the aftermath of the game, amidst the confetti and the chaos of the on-field celebration, a series of candid backstage moments were captured. These were raw, unfiltered glimpses of pure emotion, the kind of relief, joy, and exhaustion that follows a monumental night. One particular fraction of a second, a moment of unguarded celebration, was isolated. It was cropped, stripped of its context, and packaged with a headline designed not to inform, but to provoke. The phrase "topless" was used as a strategic, click-driving weapon, exploiting Taylor Swift's name and the Super Bowl's platform to generate outrage and, by extension, revenue. The intended reaction was a gag reflex, a moment of shock. But when you view the image not as a standalone scandal but within the sequence of events, the story changes entirely. It reveals not a scandal, but a human being in a moment of vulnerable triumph. The real story here isn't Taylor Swift's actions, it's the reaction. The digital ecosystem of 2025 is a machine fueled by engagement, and nothing generates clicks faster than moral outrage. This manufactured event immediately splintered the internet into predictable factions. There was performative shock, there was fierce defense, and there was meta-commentary about the reaction itself. This is exactly what the cycle is designed to do: create a self-sustaining storm of content that drowns out the original context. The conversation became about everything except the core ethical violation, the non-consensual distortion of a moment to exploit a person's image for profit. It highlighted a terrifying modern truth. For a certain sector of digital media, a person's humanity is irrelevant. They are merely a collection of pixels to be manipulated for traffic. However, the response to this incident may be more significant than the incident itself. Instead of fading away, the narrative was challenged. Media ethicists, journalists, and photographers began publicly deconstructing the machinery behind the scandal. The focus shifted from Taylor Swift to the source of the manipulation, examining the networks of sites that profit from this very model. Furthermore, it ignited serious discussions about legal recourse. In an era where digital laws are evolving, this event poses stark questions about copyright over one's own image, the definition of defamation in the age of deepfakes and malicious cropping, and the right to privacy even in a public space. The potential for a landmark legal response from Swift's team, known for its formidable approach to protecting her brand and personhood, could change the game for everyone in the public eye.
In the end, the story of this recent viral moment is far bigger than any single individual or any single photograph. It is a story about us. It is about our evolving relationship with our own bodies and the bodies of others. It is about the platforms we use and how they shape our discourse, rewarding outrage and simplification over nuance and compassion. It is about the difficult ongoing work of holding space for multiple truths, that one can champion body autonomy and still hold individuals accountable for their actions, that one can critique a media system while understanding our own complicity within it. The images of Lizzo that trended were merely the spark. The tinder was already there, built from years of cultural anxiety, changing social norms, and the endless, insatiable hunger of the content economy. Lizzo, as she always has, held up a mirror, and the fractured, passionate, and often confusing reflection we saw staring back at us tells us more about our current moment than any headline ever could. So the next time a headline tries to tell you what to see, perhaps the real question is, what will you choose to look for?